joining me on this post-game show. My Miami Dolphins lost again. Miami Dolphins lost again. Yeah, everybody. Miami Dolphins lost. 21-31, I believe the score was. The Dolphins, the Bills just have our number. All right. For those of y'all who don't know, I am a Miami Dolphin fan. I've been a Dolphin since I was a shorty, since I was young. But I'm still a fan. I'm a diehard fan. But man, it's getting harder and harder, y'all. It's getting harder and harder because it's like I don't know. I don't know what the Dolphins are doing sometimes. You know, I don't know what the Dolphins are doing. It's like we are 0-3. We're 0-3. Dead last in the division. I mean, I don't think the Jets won anything either, but still, we're dead last in the division. And at this point, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Let's see what the stats were, because this is getting out of hand, y'all. Um, let's see what the stats are. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, final score 31-21. Josh Allen threw, you know, Josh Allen threw Josh Allen threw 3 touchdowns. Um, and then Tua threw an interception late in the game to basically steal the game. So Bills are 3-0. Dolphins are 0-3. Wow. James Cook was good. James Cook was good. And Tua basically struggled again, y'all. Again, Josh had 3 touchdown passes. Tua Bernard had a game-stealing interception. Hey, what's up, Chair? What's up? What's up, Ethan? Yeah, man. My Dolphins lost. My Dolphins lost, chat. I don't know, man. We're 0-3. We're 0-3, you know? But it is what it is, man. My Dolphins, we lost today again. We lost to the Bills. The Bills beat us up again, chat. All right? Go Bills. Come on now. What's up, Melanie? How you doing, Melanie? Go Bills. Go Dolphins. Go Dolphins. We're 0-3, chat. We are 0-3. The Bills beat us again. Tua threw another interception again, especially late in the game. And I don't know what to do. So at this point, I think some of the players, Tyreek Hill, maybe, I think Tyreek Hill was to get traded. Tua, we just paid Tua, so Tua's not going anywhere. We just paid him. I'm still a Dolphin though, y'all. I'm still a Miami Dolphin now. All right, so don't get too happy, okay, chat. Shoot, I know because I see. Do you think you trade Tua in here? I think Tua just got paid, so it's gonna be hard to trade him. But I think just trade Tyreek Hill. Not because he's not a good player. He's an awesome player. It's just too much drama with him. So I think Tyreek Hill should just get traded, go somewhere else. Because right now him and Tua are not on the same page. Him and Tua are basically beefing, it seems like. And yeah, I like Tyreek Hill as a player. He's fast, super fast and quick, but he's just not. Him and Tua are just not clicking. And at this point, we're 0-3. All right, the chance of us making the playoffs at 0-3 is pretty much slim to none. Anything's possible, but yeah, okay, but yeah. So as far as Tua goes, I like Tua, but this year he is struggling bad, man. Throwing interceptions left and right, and threw a late interception in this game. So yeah, Waddle, no, keep Waddle. I want Waddle. No, I want Waddle. I I know Waddle's getting paid big money also, but keep Waddle because Waddle, as far as I could tell, Waddle isn't causing any much trouble. All right, Tyreek Hill is causing trouble, but Waddle, no man, leave Waddle alone. I think trade trade Tyreek Hill, keep Waddle, right? Just to get the atmosphere more better. Because I think right now the Dolphins atmosphere is pretty depressing, I think. All right. I live in Miami. I grew up in Miami, and let me tell you, these fans, Miami fans like myself, sometimes we get disappointed in the Dolphins because we want to show support. We do want to show support, but sometimes it's like I don't know, chat. It's like the Dolphins let us down each time. HN, yo, HN is very good. No, HN is fast. HN is fast, and yeah, HN is good. We have good skilled players. We really do. And again, Tua can be a good quarterback if he gets the right protection, and if because remember when Tua is healthy, he can play. You know, when he's healthy, he can play. But I don't know Tua when he gets you know, I just don't know. This year just have a bad start. Bad starts, y'all. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, Chad, at the end of the day, I'm still a Dolphin fan, always a Dolphin fan. Um, but this game tonight was hard because we're 0-3. Chad, we are 0-3. Do you believe that? We are 0-3, Chad. But at the end of the day, I'm still, it is what it is. Now, the Bills are 3-0. The Bills are in our division, of course. Our division are, we have the Bills, we have the Jets, we have the Patriots, and we have the Dolphins. And I think we're in last place. I, I know the Jets lost everything, all the games also, but I think we're in the last place though, just overall. Let me see, AFC, we're in the AFC East standings. Um, yeah, we in last. Even though the Jets are also on 3, the only team to make the playoffs in 2000 was the Texans. Texans. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's still possible. It's still possible to, is it likely? No. That means that the Dolphins have to, we got to win. Let's see our schedule. Hold up. Let's see the Dolphins schedule because, okay, let's see. So, our next game is against the Jets. All right. If we don't beat the Jets, then I don't know who we're gonna beat then, because the Jets are 0-3. So if we don't beat the Jets are winless. So if the Jets beat us, then I don't know what to say. We play the Jets and then the Panthers and then the Chargers. So the Panthers game, who knows how that game might go? The Jets have Fields. Oh yeah, Justin Fields isn't concussion protocol. That's true. That's true. That's true actually. But you never know. We should win that game, but we don't know, right? Dolphins should win. And then we have the Panthers. Bryce Young in them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Panthers, it might work out. I don't know. And then we have the Chargers. Chargers are a good team. Herbert and Harbaugh, very good team. Then we have the Browns. The Browns, I don't know, chat. I don't know. Do you think you can beat the? Well, the Patriots just beat us last week. So usually the Patriots and the Dolphins have a big rivalry. So usually we beat them at least one time a year. So next time we play them is next time we play the Patriots is, let me see. Patriots, next time, that's our last game of the season, right? January 4th. It's gonna be cold up there. So usually we beat them once a year, but this year Dolphins are 0-3, man. We're bad. We're bad. The first game we played this year was just horrible. Second game was a little bit better, but So I'm looking at the schedule here, chat. Again, we have the jeez. Look at the chat. So our next game is the Jets, then the Panthers, then the Chargers, then the Browns, then the Falcons, then the Ravens. Oh boy. The Bills again, the Commanders, the Saints, the Jets again, the Steelers, the Bengals, the Buccaneers. Oh my gosh. And then the Patriots at the last game. Oh boy, that's gonna be tough, chat. That's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I don't know what to expect on those games. I don't know what our schedule gonna be. Look at this. I had my helmet ready. I was all excited. I was like, yeah, Dolphins versus Bills. I was all excited, and then you know, then we lost again. But that's part about being a Dolphin fan. Jets, Panthers, Browns, and Saints. Y'all might have a good chance. Yeah. We should. On paper, we should beat them on paper. We should beat the Jets. The Browns, the Browns have a tough defense. So that's the thing about the Browns. The offense isn't really that good, but the defense is top notch. So that's the thing about the Browns, So I don't know how that's gonna be, to be honest. But you know what? The Saints, we should be. Yeah, the Saints, we should beat them. But as far as the Chargers, I don't know about that. The Steelers, I don't know about that. The Ravens, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know, Chad, man. I really don't know. It's gonna be very tough. All right. But you know what? I'm definitely gonna hang in there because at the end of the day, as a Dolphin, I gotta ride with them. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second. But again, this game was prime time. Thursday night football, prime time on Amazon. So meaning that it was an important game, and we wet the bed, as they say. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see something for a minute. Give me a second. Yes. Give me a second, chat. But yeah, I personally don't like Tua, no playoff win in his career with really good talent. I think I should trade him to a team that needs a quarterback. Yeah, to think about Tua is that when Tua was in Alabama and how he took over for Jalen Hurts and won a championship, the fans down here was loving Tua. The fans wanted Tua. In fact, the fans were saying, tank for Tua, tank for Tua, tank for Tua. So the fans, Miami Dolphins fans really wanted him. And, he did play well a few years ago. But, you're right. No playoff wins. He just got paid also. He just got paid some big money. Big money. I mean, guaranteed money too. So, I see your point, Isaiah. I see your point, but maybe Shador Sanders should come here, right? Right, chat? Maybe we should get Shador Sanders here. Can you imagine if we get Shador Sanders and he actually starts playing well? But until then, I don't know. Tua, it's gonna be hard to trade Tua. Tua got paid big money. In fact, what's Tua's contract? What's his guaranteed money? Let me see. Tua contract. Tua contract. Here you go. So Tua got paid. I think if Dolphins get a quarterback like Herbert and Lawrence, that can be dangerous. What's funny about that is like we actually passed up Herbert to get Tua. You know that, right? Dolphins had a chance to draft Herbert, but then we drafted Tua. Believe it or not, chat. That did happen. Can you imagine? Imagine if we had Herbert here, man. Imagine if we had Herbert. That would have been pretty badass, you know. So Tua has a $212 million contract. Um, includes guess how much is guaranteed, Chad? I don't know that very. I didn't know. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, I grew up in Miami, so Miami fans wanted Tua so bad. In fact, Miami fans wanted the Dolphins to tank the season in order to get a high draft pick for Tua. And everywhere you go, tank for Tua was everywhere in Miami down here, everywhere. So Miami kind of like forced the Dolphins to draft Tua, but we passed up Justin Herbert. I mean, we passed up Herbert, believe it or not, you know, um, which is again looking back at it like what the heck were we doing? But again, Tua, remember in Alabama, Tua took over Jalen Hurts' spot. Remember Jalen Hurts was struggling, and Tua, so Jalen Hurts got benched, and they put Tua in, and Tua came back, and Alabama won a championship, and I think that made Tua, more popular. But the thing is, as soon as Tua got drafted by us, no, sorry, before that, I think he had hip surgery. Hip surgery. To be that young and having hip surgery, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So, but the fans wanted him. Miami fans wanted Tua. Tank for Tua was a thing. Tank for Tua. Tank for Tua. So yeah. So Tua has a $212 million contract, and guess how much is guaranteed money? $167 million is guaranteed. $167 million is guaranteed. So he's getting paid, chat. It's gonna be hard to trade that contract, right? It's really gonna be hard. So the Dolphins are pretty much stuck with Tua. Okay, stuck. How do you want to say it? Tua's here to stay for a while because he has a large contract, and I don't think, yeah. So I guess the thing is, we got to get better O linemen. I guess I'm not sure because Tua is so fragile. How did you become a Dolphin fan? I know, right? True story. Believe it or not, as kids, I was in the fifth grade, I think, fourth or fifth grade. Every Monday after the Dolphins game, no lie, the teacher told us to stand up, and I think they played the Dolphins song over the speaker in the whole school. Yes, Dolphins have a song, Miami Dolphins number one. It's an old song, but I think every Monday during the NFL season, every Monday after the Dolphin game, they play the Dolphin song all throughout the school speakers. Believe it or not. So of course, I was Dolphin fans since I was a kid. I was around since Dan Marino. See, I'm 51 years old, so I'm a little older than some of y'all. But I've been around since Dan Marino was here. Yes, Dan Marino was our best quarterback the Dolphins ever had, and ever since Dan retired, Miami has not had a good quarterback since, or as good as Dan. Dan Marino was a very good quarterback. Dan Marino was doing. It was much harder to be a quarterback back then because back then quarterbacks got hit hard. These days you can't touch a quarterback. Back then, quarterbacks were getting the legs broken, the back broken, everything. And the defense back then was much tougher. And Dan Marino was throwing 4,000 yards a game back then, 5,000 yards a game. I mean, a season. So Dan Marino was the man. But once he retired, the Dolphins never got a good quarterback again. Yes, we had Tannehill for a while, but Tannehill wasn't really at that level. So Dan Marino retired. Let me see. When did he retire? Dan Marino retired. Dan retired in 2000. 25 years ago, Dan retired. And we still have not found somebody half as good as him. All right? That's a problem. That's a problem. But yeah, Miami fans wanted Tua. They were saying tank for Tua, tank for Tua, tank for Tua everywhere. They wanted the Dolphins to lose games on purpose in order to draft Tua. It's crazy. Oh, you said it before you missed. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was born in '73, but yeah, the golden era of Miami, early '70s. Yes, I think they went. I think they went undefeated in '72. That's good, man. That Isaiah, that's good, man. You know, you know your history, Dolphin history. That's good. Yes, yes, yes. I think '72 was the undefeated season, right? I think so. I was born in '73. I was just a baby. But yeah, so Dolphins are still the only team to go undefeated. So that's still a good thing. Um, Remember the year with Tom Brady and Randy Moss and how they were undefeated for the whole season and the New York Giants beat them in the Super Bowl? So the Patriots was a team that came closest to having a perfect season until Eli Manning and the Giants came and beat Tom Brady and the Patriots and Randy Moss in the Super Bowl. So Dolphins are still yep, '07, yep. So Dolphins are still the undefeated team left. I mean, only, all right? Yes, back then there were less games, but still, we still were undefeated. That's still a big, that's still a big thing. Yeah, man. So you know your history, yeah. '07. I'm gonna tell you something. Dan Marino, Randy Moss and Tom Brady, that year was ridiculous. They broke all the records. Randy Moss, to me, is the best receiver I've ever seen. Just playing talent alone, Randy Moss was the best wide receiver I've ever seen. 6'4", could jump high, could run fast, and Randy Moss made it look easy. Randy Moss made it look easy. I'm not gonna lie. I believe Marino is the fifth best color. Wow. Dan Marino, to say the fifth best, top 10 for sure. Top 10 of all time for sure. I'm trying to think because Tom Brady. Still, it's hard because Dan Marino never won a championship. Went to the Super Bowl early in his career against San Francisco, and Joe Montana whooped our butt. So as far as ranking quarterbacks of all time, I gotta sit down and think about it. To be honest, I try to be fair with that. I do rank him in top 10 because he was doing stuff back then that was unheard of. Because back then the defense was a lot better back then. Trust me when I say that. Back then quarterbacks got hit hard. All right. My ranking is Mahomes, Manning, Brady, Montana, Marino, Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, wow. That's a good list. Mahomes first. Wow, Manning before Brady and Montana. Interesting. I would put let's see. Right now, even though Patriots was my enemy, I'll put Brady first. Only because 7 rings is 7 rings, man. That's a lot of rings. I'll put Montana second, believe it or not. I mean, Mahomes. I put, you know what? Brady first. I put Montana second, believe it or not. Mahomes third. Manning fourth. Yeah. And probably, you know what? Probably Marino fifth. Yeah. Yeah, fifth. I gotta put Brady first because Brady has 7 rings, man. I mean that's a lot of rings, chat. That's just a lot of rings, and I'm not a Brady fan like that. But yeah, and Montana second because Montana went 4 for 4 for Super Bowls. Montana never threw an interception, I think, in the Super Bowl. Right? So I think, to be honest, I think Joe Montana is probably second. Mahomes is third. Is third. Yeah, like I said. Manning is fourth. Peyton Manning is fourth. And probably Dan Marino, I put fifth. Aaron Rodgers, back in the days, was super talented for sure. But it's hard. It's hard. Now, if you ask me which quarterback I used to love watching a lot, if you ask me if you ask me who's my favorite quarterback to watch play, Michael Vick. Michael Vick is the best quarterback I've ever seen as far as watching him play. You know, Michael Vick back in the days, man, he did things that just seem impossible to do. Yeah, I rank so even though Michael Vick is not ranked high in the quarterback class, but just watching him and visualizing it, just watching him play to me, it's truly amazing. Michael Vick was a baller. I started watching in 2012, but never seen quarterback start their career like Mahomes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true too. That's true too. That's true too. I mean, Mahomes. I mean, why he did? Wow. Yeah, Mahomes. The way he started his career was unheard of. Unheard of. You're right. In his young career, he established a lot. He just turned 30, I think, yesterday or something. You're right. So you're right. So if you say it that way, then maybe I'll put him second. Then yeah, you're right. I'll put him second over Montana. I'll put him over Joe Montana, but I can't put him over Brady yet because Brady has 7 Super Bowls, man. I mean, it's hard to put him over that. You know, you know. I think Mahomes had to win a couple more just to probably take over Brady. Tom Brady's spot overall. But I think at this point, Tom Brady is the best quarterback because he has 7 rings. And I think like 6 comebacks in Super Bowl, something like that. I don't know. So Tom Brady was definitely, Tom Brady definitely was the man. I'm a dog fan, so as a dog fan, we didn't like the Patriots or Brady, but now that Brady's retired, I can say yeah, Brady was a good quarterback. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie, Chad. But what you gonna do? So yeah, so I'll put Tom Brady first, Mahomes, Joe Montana, Manning, and then Dan Marino. I think that's my top 5 quarterbacks of all time. I'm trying to think. I mean, as far as the old quarterbacks back in the days, I don't know. Um, I believe Manning was better than Brady. I think Brady had more help early in his career. I didn't get to watch some of it. Yeah, yeah. Josh Allen. Yes, Tom Brady has some good defenses too. Especially early on. Belichick had some good defenses for Tom Brady. So it was definitely a mutual thing with him and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Josh Allen. Now Josh Allen is a beast. Josh Allen is a beast. Now Josh Allen, no VI, no MVPs yet, no ring yet, but just on pure talent and pure grit, Josh Allen, man, this guy is unbelievable. 6'5", 50, runs hard. So Josh Allen isn't, once he starts getting MVPs and hopefully some rings, then we could put him in a discussion of, all-time greats. He's gonna be an all-time great anyway because he's just so, awesome. Oh, you're right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. It was him and Lamar, and then it was I forgot about that. Sorry, it was out of him and Lamar Jackson, and give it to him. My bad. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, you're so right. How could I forget that? Yeah, 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 yeah. He won MVP last year, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, 'cause I think Lamar Jackson also had a great year last year, also. But Josh Allen definitely deserves it. All right. Can Josh win the championship this year? For sure. Oh yes. I don't think the Chiefs. I don't know if the Chiefs gonna. I don't know, man. The Chiefs this year. The Chiefs play the Giants this weekend, and the it, you know the Giants are 0-2, but they looked good last game. The Giants did. It was the Cowboys. So what's your top 5 quarterbacks right now? Mine are Mahomes, Allen, Bo, Jackson. Yeah, so same thing for me too. Mahomes, Allen, Bo, Jackson. The 5th one, Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I said it. Baker Mayfield. Yes. The Bake Show. Yes. Yes. Throw Baker Mayfield in there. He is balling. Baker Mayfield is balling. All right. I'm a Tampa. I love Tampa just because of that. Him. All right. So yes, Mahomes, Allen, Bo, Jackson, and Baker Mayfield is my top 5 right now. I mean, who else can deny that? Who else can argue with that? You know, if if you look at Baker Mayfield's stats since last year and this year so far, he's been balling. I mean, Stafford's balling too. I ain't gonna lie. Stafford is definitely. Yeah, you're right about Stafford too. Now, good point. Good point. Good point. Wow, that's a good point, man. That's tough. Hey, chat, that's tough. Chat, that's tough. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good point, man. Wow. Huh. Hmm. Stafford or Baker Mayfield? Let me see. If I was starting an NFL team and it was out of Stafford and Baker, who would I get? Chad, if you were starting an NFL team, Chad, and it was either Baker or Matt Stafford, who would you pick if you were starting a new team? Because that's tough. I would probably go with, man. That's tough. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. Wow, that's a good one, Isaiah. Um, I'm still gonna go with Baker. Stafford almost beat the Eagles. In fact, yeah, the Rams was the only team to actually come close to being the Eagles in the playoffs. So you're right about that because the Eagles blew out the Commanders, they blew out the Chiefs. I mean, so yeah, you're right about that. The Rams was the only team last year in the playoffs to actually play the Eagles tough. You know, and Stafford can ball. I used to be a big fan of him back in Detroit Lions days. Okay, so that's tough. He is good though. That's a good point. He is good. I ain't gonna lie. So Stafford or Baker Mayfield? Hmm. Hmm. Who's gonna be my fifth quarterback? I don't. Wow. You threw a curveball at me, Isaiah. You know, for now I'm gonna go with. For now I'm gonna go with Baker Mayfield. Stafford is awesome. Also, I just love Baker Mayfield's energy. What's your favorite player? You know, not not in the Dolphins. My favorite player right now is Baker Mayfield. Yeah, right now Baker Mayfield is my favorite player right now. That's not a Dolphin player. Yeah, I love watching Baker play. He plays with so much heart, so much grit, so much toughness. And Baker is like one of the boys. Baker goes out there and gives it all. That last game. You saw that last game? Come on now. They were down, and Baker Mayfield. It was fourth and like 10, fourth quarter, down by whatever, and Baker Mayfield ran, and instead of sliding, took a hit. Man, he played really well versus Texans. Yeah, man, he got grit, man. Baker Mayfield got, man. I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield. I'm so happy for him, Chad. I'm so happy for Baker because think about it. The Browns let him go. Remember, the reason Baker Mayfield played, poorly towards the end of the Browns was because Baker was playing with a bad shoulder. Instead of having surgery or staying out, he wanted to play. So he played with a bad shoulder. So he looked bad later on playing for the Browns. And the Browns let him go. And then he went to Carolina for a while, and then the Rams, and then the Bucks. And look at that. One of the best quarterbacks of this league. Baker's definitely top 10. We all can say that, right? He's definitely top 10 quarterbacks right now. Now Herbert, talent-wise, Herbert definitely is talented. Don't get me wrong. You say I didn't like Baker in Cleveland because he was, yeah, he was a diva. Baker could have gone the route Johnny Manziel went, meaning that a diva and blah blah blah. But you're right, he did mature. Thank God he did. He's more level-headed, and him being in Tampa is a perfect combination, chat. Tampa and Baker Mayfield are perfect together. Perfect marriage. It just is. And Todd Bowles, great coach, defensive coach, and they told Baker to just be himself. Baker had an interview with the Kelsey brothers, I think, and then he said that at Cleveland and Carolina, they wanted him to be somebody else. He said Tampa Bay was the only team to tell him just be yourself, and Baker feels more like at home at Tampa. I live in Miami. Tampa is like 4 hours away, so it's pretty close to us down here, right? So yeah, Baker Mayfield is my favorite player outside of any Dolphin player. Um, but yeah, man, and Baker came a long way, chat. He came a long, long way, and I like seeing stories like that. I like seeing how Tim Donaldson also, Tim Donald also got his career back on track. Geno Smith got his career back on track. Daniel Jones for the Colts are 2-0 this year. So I like seeing quarterbacks or just players in general bounce back. Right? Sometimes you could be a good player, a good quarterback, but the system you're in may not be good for you. Okay? Daniel Jones back in New York Giants was not a good system for him. For me, 5 to 10 is Stafford, Daniels, Goff, Hurts, Herbert. Stop. 5 to 10. Okay. 5 to 10. Daniels for sure. Stafford 6. Daniels 7. I like Goff also. Goff is underrated. I gotta put Hurts there too. And Herbert. So yeah, for me, yeah, Stafford, Goff, Hurts. That's about right. CJ Stroud. Oh, don't forget. How about Jordan Love? Green Bay. I mean, he's been good. Okay, Baker. Okay. I know, right? How about Jordan Love? Jordan Love this year oh yeah, Baker's definitely top 10. Baker's top 10. Jalen Hurts should be higher because Jalen Hurts is the champion, but he's not. Philadelphia system is designed not to be an aerial show. The Eagles play a different type of system, so Jalen Hurts does not throw that much, but that's part of the system. So it's hard to judge Jalen Hurts' ranking because the way the Eagles system is, it's designed for him not to throw that much. Okay, for God's sake, they have Saquon. For God's sake, they have Saquon. So it's hard to rank Jalen Hurts. It really is. Because he's not asked to do too much as far as throwing a lot, so it's hard with him. So he should be higher in theory, Jalen Hurts, but not really, right? So yeah, maybe top 7 or 8. I mean, probably top 9 or 10th quarterback. Maybe Jalen Hurts belongs to. Herbert needs to start winning. So the thing about Herbert is that he has all the talent in the world, strong arm, big guy, 6'5", but he needs to start winning more playoff games. Okay. Peyton Manning, I know for the first 5 years, didn't win any playoff game. I know that. And I think Herbert is his 5th year now. You're absolutely right. It's tough to grade Hurts because if you take away his weapons and really good defense, that's the thing. It's hard to grade or rank Jalen Hurts. The Eagles are a great team. Period. That's the problem. The Eagles are a great team. Everyone plays in unison. Great defense, like you said. The O-line is ridiculous. They got O-line. I mean, the best O-line in the business. And that tush push thing, that tush push, I don't know if you like it or not, but I mean, it's unstoppable. So, and Jalen Hurts, even though he has weapons, the coach don't ask him to do that much. Meaning that as far as throwing down the field, Jalen Hurts does not do that. I think if you put Herbert in the Eagles, they would be even Oh man, now if Herbert was playing for the Eagles, I think the Eagles would be unstoppable. To be honest, because think about it with that O line and that defense and that scheme and that and that coach, I think Herbert and the Eagles would be unstoppable. To be honest, unstoppable. Yeah, yeah. Imagine, Joe Burrows, Joe. Imagine Josh Allen there, Mahomes. I mean, again, Jalen Hurts is good. Hurts is good. Don't get me wrong. Is he as talented as Burrows, Mahomes, Allen, Lamar? No, no. You know, but you know, at the end of the day, he is a champion. Who do I think is winning the Super Bowl? Who do I think is winning the Super Bowl? Put it this way. I think the two teams that are going to be playing for the Super Bowl is going to be, in my opinion, Tampa Bay. Tampa is going to go to the Super Bowl, and they're playing against. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. The Ravens and the Bucks are going to the Super Bowl, and I think the Bucks are going to be champions this year. Yes, I'm calling it right now. Mark this day. Today is what, the 18th. Mark this day. The Bucks and the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl, and the Bucks are gonna beat the Ravens in the Super Bowl. I said it. That's my prediction. All right. How about you? Who do you think is winning the Super Bowl? Isaiah? Because right now, the Bucks to me are just on a roll. Baker's playing out of his mind, and once we get Godwin back, I say we, but once the Bucks get Godwin back, and Mike Evans hasn't exploded yet, so Ravens, Bucks, will come back in February. Yes, to check it. That's right. Ravens and the Bucks, Super Bowl, and the Bucks are gonna beat them in a close nail biter. Right? That's what I think is gonna be the results. Okay? Yeah. So mark this day. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, chat, my birthday coming up too on the 24th. So yes, that's gonna be on a Wednesday, I think. Let me see. So we're gonna celebrate my birthday this week. Okay, chat. My birthday is on September 24th, which is next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, chat. Uh, you think Bills and the Lions? You think the Bills and Lions or Bills and Rams, huh? That's not a bad choice, though. I mean, that's not a bad choice. Bills and Lions is not a bad choice. Bills Rams, not a bad choice. It's crazy how both of us don't have Kansas City in it. That's crazy, right? None of us have Kansas City going to the Super Bowl this year. I have a friend whose son plays for the Chiefs as a rookie. Yeah. So I want the Chiefs to do well, just because of that. One of my friend's son is a rookie there. Yeah. So yeah, man, the Chiefs right now, Chiefs not looking too good, right? Chiefs not looking too good right now. Kelsey, to me, I think Kelsey's just too old. Sorry to say that, but Travis Kelsey, to me, is just too old, chat. I mean, he's dropping balls. He's injuring his own players, like Worthy, running to his own players because he wants to run the wrong route. So, look, you never count out when it comes to Andy Reid and Mahomes. You never count them out, but it's not looking good. 0-2, 15 games left. So that's a lot of games left. But still though, you know, so yeah, so they play so the Chiefs play the Giants this weekend. I know the Giants are 0-2, but Russell had the game of his life last week. Believe it or not, the Giants can beat the Chiefs. Don't get it twisted. The Giants can definitely beat the Chiefs. So everyone, I think right now the Chiefs are a huge underdog. I mean, I think the Giants are a huge underdog at home. But what's the odds? Let me see. Let me see. Chiefs Giants odds. Let me see. Because Chiefs Giants betting odds. So right now it's let me see. What's the spread? Let me see. I don't know what the yeah, so almost 3-1. So I think Mahomes can take them to the divisional or AFC championship, but I think the Bears are too much. Don't count out Baltimore Ravens. I mean, don't count out the Ravens now. It sucks that Joe Burrows got injured because the Bengals are pretty much out of it now. You know, so it is gonna be most likely up to the Bills or the Ravens. Um, can Houston make a run towards the end? I don't know. Who else? AFC. Um, Jaguars. I doubt that. Who was in the AFC? I mean, Houston. CJ Stroud is too to me, CJ Stroud is too unpredictable so far. Um, who else is saying AFC? Yeah, so I like Pittsburgh too. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is the answer. I do like Pittsburgh, to be honest, chat. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think the Ravens, but I just don't trust Lamar in the playoffs. He's passing against Cole. Man, you know what? That's a great point, man. Lamar Jackson got me so pissed off a couple years ago because a couple years ago he ran the ball the whole season, and then when he faced the play, the Chiefs, and then when he played in the playoffs versus the Chiefs, all of a sudden he stopped running the ball. I mean, I'm like, what are you doing? The whole season he ran the ball, like himself ran the ball, but then everyone kept saying that he runs too much. So in the playoffs against the Chiefs, he just stopped running the ball. I'm like, he'd be in the pocket and be a big lane for him, and he just won't go. I'm like, what are you doing? It was in his head. So yeah, you're right, man. When it comes to the playoffs, Lamar Jackson, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what he's thinking. To be honest, chat, I don't know. Cold feet for real. He has cold feet, cold hands, cold everything. That's a very good point.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
So that's a very good point that you brought up. So that's even though I did pick the Ravens, I'm still gonna stick with them. That's why I said that the Bucks are gonna beat them in the Super Bowl. Because I think Lamar Jackson might get over the hump in the playoff hump, but I think if he goes to the Super Bowl, he might get cold feet again in the actual Super Bowl game himself. That's why I said the Bucks are gonna beat the Ravens in the Super Bowl. All right, mark my words. And the thing is, I'm not a betting man. I never bet it in my life at all. So, but I think I think that's how it's gonna be. Give me a second, chat. I just check. Yeah, man. So, Colts are 2-0. I think they might go. For people who don't realize they have a good enough roster. I hope Daniel Jones does well. Yeah. Me too. It's crazy how Daniel Jones first year with the Giants was okay, and then we need to Ravens and Bills matchup, AFC AFC, conference. Yeah, that'd be a good game. That'd be a good game. But yeah, I want Daniel Jones to do well also because in the Giants, it just didn't work out. And think about it. Daniel Jones went to Indianapolis and took the job away from Richardson. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. And one thing I didn't like one thing I didn't like what Richardson did was that one time during the game, he just quit. Daniel Jones has that elite O-line. Oh yeah, yeah. Good point too, because in the Giants, his O-line was not that good in New York. But you're right. The Colts, man, Colts gonna be messed around and and go to the playoffs. Because say Daniel Jones look good. I should know because Daniel Jones beat my Dolphins the first week badly. So Daniel Jones, it goes to show you how sometimes it's all about the system. Sometimes it's all about the coach, the scheme, and have some good weapons. Yeah, that rookie tight end. Yeah, for sure. Great weapons, and I think I think the Colts being 2-0 is not a fluke. I think the Colts are that good. Yes, I hope so too, man. I think the Colts are that good. Now, again, how far can they go this year? I'm not sure, but I think they're a good team. They're 2-0, and that's not a fluke, chat. I think that's a real deal. I really think so. Going to lead the league in rushing too. Oh, yeah, but Taylor's a beast, though. Taylor's a beast. The defense is weak. Yeah, exactly. It's not a perfect team. That's the thing, but I just think, we'll see. So yeah, man. Yeah, Slayer. Who's your favorite team? They'll fight for a playoff spot for sure. Yeah. I think so too. Probably the last spot, if anything. Probably the seventh spot. But you never know. Because Houston or the Chiefs. You're Chiefs, huh? Wow. Okay. How do you feel about the Chiefs, man? I'm saying 0-2. My whole life story before. Whole life. Okay. So you was there with Alex Smith, and you was there. Okay. Lifelong Chiefs fan. Okay. That's what's up. So yeah, y'all got a big game this weekend against the Giants. The Chiefs play the Giants this weekend, and the Giants, even though the Giants are 0-2, don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on the Giants. All right, Russell had the time of it. Russell Wilson last week had the best game of his life. Throwing moon balls left and right. So the Chiefs have a tough game against the Giants. They're favored to win, but the Chiefs have a tough game because the Giants are not. The Giants are not as bad as you think they are. Oh no, yeah. That schedule is crazy. That schedule is before the season started. I was telling people the Chiefs and the Browns have the toughest schedules by far. The Browns schedules even way tougher. It's crazy. So yeah, the Chiefs have a tough schedule. I said that. The Chargers the first game, then the Eagles the second game. I mean, come on, that's whew. Giants, Ravens, Lions. Yeah, y'all have a tough schedule because y'all been so good for so long that I guess the NFL said, hey, just give them the best teams to play. You have to play the Broncos and 4 times. Your own division too. Your own division and divisional games are tricky because even though it's crazy because you could be a sorry team, but sorry teams play well against in their own division. I don't think we can hold up until our shoe rises back. Y'all need to, man, because I think Xavier Woods is coming back, right? I think Woods is coming back this weekend. So at least Xavier Woods is gonna be back. You know, yeah, yeah. Worthy, I think is gonna be back this weekend. I think. Double check on that. So that's a good sign, right? Um, yeah, I mean Broncos defense for sure, legit, for sure. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You almost beat the Chargers with and the Eagles without Worthy, but Worthy's coming back though. We're gonna be dangerous as a wild card team. Oh yeah, 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 for sure. If y'all get into the playoffs, oh boy. If the Chiefs go to the playoffs again, then the AFC is gonna be shaking again because anything can happen in the playoffs. You know, anything can happen in the playoffs. So that's a very good point. If the Chiefs get in the playoffs again, yes, for sure, anything can happen. So that part is true. But how about Houston? You think Houston? Hold up. We need to. But you know what? BB Slayer. So one of my friend's son just got drafted to the Chiefs. Um, Bashar Smith, running back. And let me tell you, I think the Chiefs should play him. I think the Chiefs should start him as running back because if if you get a chance, watch Bashar Smith at SMU last year. He had like 18 touchdowns, so he can run. He's small, but he's fast. He can run. I think the Chiefs should start Bashar Smith, the rookie, at running back. Pacheco isn't the same Pacheco. You know what I mean? So yeah, yep, yep, seventh round, right? You know what I mean? He's seventh rounder, but I know his mother. You know what I mean? And let me tell you, that guy is fast. Check him out at SMU. In the highlights last year, he had like 18 touchdowns. Like I said, he is fast. So I think the Chiefs, because the Chiefs need a running game for sure. He's a rookie. I know he's a rookie, but I think if he starts as a running back position, I'm telling you, he's gonna break free. Trust me, I'm saying it now. They already started using him. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Guess what? Remember, I'm from Miami, so he went to UM first. For 3 years, Bashar Smith was at UM, and then for the last year, he transferred to SMU. But at UM, he was a receiver. People don't know that. He was a punt returner, kick returner, and a receiver at UM. But at SMU, he went he was a running back. So yes, he can catch. So my point is, Bashar Smith can catch the ball. Yes, as a receiver. You know, he's not that big, like 5'10", 190, I think. But let me tell you, again, I keep saying it. Watch his SMU highlights. Just put SMU Bashar Smith. You're gonna see this guy is fast. He can catch the ball. So I think the Chiefs should give him a rush because now he's fourth on the quarter. He's fourth on the running back chart. Pacheco, like he's fourth right now. He is doing punt returns though, and kick returns, and he's in the game sometimes. But I think start him at running back and see what happens. There was an article, from the team saying, don't be surprised if he gets bigger workload. Good, because I'm telling you, I'm not just saying that because I know. I'm not just saying that because I know his mother. I'm saying that because I've seen this guy play. Right, he is that good. He is small but fast. Fast. In fact, his last year at UM, his junior year, he led the nation in punt return yards. Yes. Okay, so he's that good. I think you like Tampa because Florida. I like Tampa also because well, I like Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, man. So hopefully, Rashard Smith gets to play some more. I really hope so because, I mean, the Chiefs needs the running game. Pacheco, I like Pacheco. Don't get me wrong, I like Pacheco, but ever since his injury, he hasn't been the same. Remember last year? Last year he came back, but he wasn't. You know, Pacheco runs hard. We all know that he runs hard. You know, but I don't know. Yeah, you know, it's sad because before the injury, Pacheco was unstoppable. But Pacheco, he runs hard, man. But he, you know, he's just not that explosive anymore. You know, that's why I think they should put Bashar Smith in there. I'm telling you, I'm saying it now. If Bashar Smith starts at running back, he's gonna break away. Trust me. You know. Yeah, yeah. I remember Jamal Charles with the Chiefs. Yeah, yeah. I remember Jamal too. Yeah, his vision is the worst. Yeah, I mean, you know, Pacheco. I guess the Chiefs have him in there because of just their loyalty. I get it, but Bashar Smith, I'm telling you, put him in there. Put him in there at the starting running back for a whole game, and I can almost guarantee you he's gonna break away at least one time for like a 50-yard run. You know, should I get Smith on my fantasy team? Good question. That was a good question. I'm telling you, he's a rookie. Again, he's not that big. He's 5'10", 190. But man, that guy's fast. So yeah, I mean, maybe he should. I'm getting no play offensive ball. Oh, he getting no play? Yeah, yeah. I mean, he getting no play. That's the thing, man. He's a rookie, and I guess the Chiefs are loyal to him, Pacheco, and because right now, Bashar Smith is fourth on the running back chart. But he's second on punt return and kick return. So he is returning the ball on punt and kickoffs. So that's good. And the read is super strict. Oh, gotcha. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. He is strict with rookies. That kind of sucks because I get it, I guess, because think about it. Mahomes also sat down too, right? Remember, Mahomes got drafted. Alex Smith was there first, so and then Alex got hurt. Then Mahomes started. So you're right about that. You're right. Andy Reid is kind of strict with rookies. She's having any injuries. That's very good. It's a good point. Injuries, yeah. Well, Worthy. Xavier Worthy shoulder. Travis Kelsey dislocated his shoulder. Tua is on one coach away. Yeah, man. Tua, I'm a Dolphin fan, but I'm a diehard Dolphin, but Tua, man. Pacheco, when Pacheco was going crazy, he still gave his team more carries than him. Gotcha. So yeah, if it's okay, if Andy Reid does that, then so I guess I gotta wait for next year for what I'm saying. I guess hopefully next year Bashar Smith gets some play time. Some real play time. Do like the worst team in the league. Hey man, I know right. My team right now sucks. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'm a Dolphin fan, but my team sucks right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna front. You know. That defense. Trust me, we should trade Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill don't want to be here. Tyreek Hill is too much of a diva. Just trade him. All right. I'm okay with that. Tannehill. That was back in the days, man. Back in the day, Tannehill was a decent. Ryan Tannehill was decent. We're back. Yeah, man. Coach got to go too. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The coach be sleeping half the time. He'll be sleeping half the time. Yeah, Slayer, man. We'll be happy to give you a Tyreek back, man. Because Tyreek right now gets too much. Tyreek gets in trouble down here in Miami. He gets too much, Tyreek gets too much in trouble down here in Miami, man. So you gotta take him. Probably. Yeah, you're right. I I think McDaniels will make a better OC than a head coach. You know, yeah. Brian Flores too with the Dolphins. Yeah, Brian Flores did not like Tua though. That's the thing, boy. When Brian Flores was the head coach, he did not like Tua at all. You know, at all, at all, and he made it known down here. Now we keep it Brian for up here, in Minnesota. Oh, oh, you're a Vikings fan, huh? Man, yeah, y'all should have kept Sam Donald, man. Y'all should have kept Sam. You know, yeah, Apollo. Y'all should have kept Sam, man, because JJ McCarthy. I know he's young. He technically he's a rookie, but I mean JJ McCarthy. I don't know, man. He has potential. Okay, cost too much. Gotcha. Okay, I see. I see. Cost too much. Yeah, I mean, Sam, Sam wanted that bag, you know. But man, JJ McCarthy again. I see the potential of McCarthy. I do, but I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's hard. And he got hurt also. Yeah, right. Yeah, he got hurt. Colin Wentz started, right? Colin Wentz. Wow, still in the still in the league. That's funny. But so the Vikings hopefully y'all can you know bounce back. I think Aaron Jones is out. Oh wow. McCarthy releases so slow out of the Sunday night football game. Oh nice. Oh you was there? Oh wow, cool. I mean, sorry about the Vikings, but yeah, you know, losing, but you know, that that's cool you was there though, man. McCarthy is the worst quarterback. Wow. Wow. I mean, the Vikings were very high up on him. You know, the Vikings had high hopes for him. You know, he had that one good quarter, the first game. The, you know I'm saying the one good quarter, but he's young and technically this is his rookie year. Technically, you know, but let's see. You know, let's see. You know, let's because at this point you're kind of stuck with him right now, you know. And in college, he didn't really didn't do that much in college, but I don't know. But you know, I don't know what to say. But Sam is over there in Seattle, balling his butt off. Oh, it's bad. The injury is even bad. They just want. That's what I think too. That's what I think too. I think they letting McCarthy chill for a minute, for sure. He, he's only 22. Our coach made a huge mistake by only playing him for one drive in the preseason. And shit. Oh yeah, for sure. McCarthy is terrible. I mean, you're a Vikings fan, so you should know better than me. You know, so you know better than me about McCarthy. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's so. I guess the question is, what y'all gonna do now? Because you know, as for now, y'all kind of stuck with him. You know, because next year draft might be better quarterbacks coming out maybe, but so I think they even see Manziel in Cleveland. Oh yeah, Manziel just wanted to party. That's the problem. If the Vikings man's going to waste Jefferson, that's the great point right there too, man. Slayer. That's the thing about that. JJ, I mean, just Jefferson's the best to me. Is the best receiver in the NFL. Um, and I don't want his career to go to waste because of a lack of quarterback play. That's the thing about that, you know. That's what I'm worried about because Jefferson is a beast. He's a beast, man. And but receivers need quarterbacks to get in the ball. If Wentz was the next to get, he could just be back in. I think that's he put you back in the game to get him the experience. Jamar Chase is the best receiver. Chase is good. I mean, Chase is definitely good too now for sure. But Justin Jefferson, when he's, I mean, I mean, okay, both of them are like tied. Then how about that? Tied, and we're tied for the best. Vikings are good enough to win. With, Mason, I went back and wins. You think so, Isaiah? I think say Chase and Jefferson are probably neck and neck as far as the best receivers in the league. Because I mean Chase is definitely good too. I ain't gonna lie, Chase is very good. Wow, yeah. So I don't want his, like you said, I don't want Justin Jefferson prime to get wasted because of a lack of quarterback play. They're playing but see, the Bengals backup quarterback Jake Browning is he's good now. Jake Browning is good. Don't get it twisted. The Bengals are playing with the backup. Yeah, but Jake Browning is good now. He's 5-3 as a starter. You know, he's a backup, but he's a damn good backup. You know, so I don't know. I don't think it's an easy, win. Yeah, Jefferson Chase. I'm on top. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. That's what you say. Yeah, man. Jay Browning is a Jay Browning is really a starter, but he's just a backup. But he's really a starter. Like he could be a starter in the league. I think. You know. Um. I mean, or is that wrong? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. So the Bengals now again. It sucks that Joe Burrow got hurt again. I mean, his toe. I mean, come on, man. I feel bad for Joe Burrows, man, but at least they got a good backup. Can confirm. Can confirm. Anyone? It's not three yet. Yeah, yeah, not yet. How about CD Lamb? Is he up there too? You think? Is he? Is CD Lamb up there in the best receivers? Well, neighbors definitely has an argument for that, a case for that. Because last weekend, I mean, Russell Wilson was throwing the ball left and right, and neighbors were catching everything. But how about CD Lamb? Is he top three? You know, I'm not a Dallas fan by any means, trust me, but um, yeah, yeah, he's number three guy right now. I'm on, and neighbors might be take the spot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Neighbors though, neighbors, look out for him, man. I think neighbors. Now look, Rasheed Rice, when he comes back, he might be when he comes back, he might be up there too now. Rasheed Rice, don't forget about him. I mean, obviously he's out right now, but I don't know. Don't sleep on him. Michelle Robinson is unbelievable watching in person, breaking ankles. Oh, I bet, man. I bet, man. That's a good competition. Yeah, I bet, man. You know, it's been a while since I went to an actual NFL game. It's been a while, like a long time, like years and years and years. Down here in Miami, I should go one day. Bashan is the best running back in the NFL now by far. Wait, hold on. You sure about that? Now? I mean, Saquon, Saquon Barkley. Now, come on now, Derrick Henry, come on now, come on. I think you know it's so expensive, bro. I got tickets for damn, damn, and man, 115. Unfortunately, fortunately, because our Dolphins suck, our tickets are cheap down here. Someone told me it's like 2 for 30. It's crazy because the Dolphins suck. But yeah, I think Saquon Barkley is the best running back. You know what I mean right now. Um, U.S. Bank Stadium is amazing though. Gotcha. Okay. him and Barkley with no, top five. Let's think over the look at another. Okay, good point too. Good point too. O line does count. I ain't gonna lie, you're right about that. The O line do count. You know, good point. Good point. Okay, okay. See, unreasonable, unreasonable, because Eagles O line definitely is the best in the league. The Eagles have the best O line for sure. So, good point. Good point. And Derrick Henry, you just can't stop him. But also the Lions are good. Bijan the best. Yeah. Right, right, right. I mean, sick on Henry. Oh, CMC too. When he's on, and Gibbs. CMC for the life of me, this guy just finds holes to run through. I mean, CMC is good, man. He's a good. I don't know how he does it, but he finds any opening. It's just boom. You know, he gets like an extra 5 yards, extra 10 yards each time. CMC does. It's crazy. Now Achan for the Dolphins. Achan has the potential to be top 5 running back in this league. Has the potential. Like my Dolphins, Achan has the potential for sure be in the top 5. Rashawn is a new and improved CMC. Yeah, 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 yeah. I have a better chance stopping a school bus going to the Man, I tell people, man, if Derek's coming your way, don't try to tackle him upper body because he's gonna stiff arm you. I think the best way to tackle him is just go for his legs, man. Just wrap his legs up, and don't go upper body against him because he's gonna stiff arm you to the ground. HN came out of nowhere for me. I didn't know about him. No, yeah, he's fast. HN is fast. HN is a very fast running back. Some say that he's faster than Tyreek Hill. So, but yeah, so HN has the potential to be top 5 running back in his league. HN is a beast in PPR leagues. Yeah. Also, great receiver back for sure, man. But yeah, man. But HN is I mean, NFL got some top guys for sure, man. It just look, man. The NFL is tough. NFL is tough, and I feel bad for running backs because running backs get beat up a lot. But yeah, I got back. I like him back in his prime. Yeah, man. But who else? As far as running back goes, let me see. I'm trying to think. Now the Bills Cook. Now the Bills running back Cook also has the potential to be top 5 in the future. The Bills running back. I like him. He ain't there yet, but it's also a good story, but has he's old. We still love. Yes, yeah. Cook is definitely cooking, man. So Cook has the potential to be top 5 also in the future, and with him and Josh Allen, man, it's gonna be hard to stop. Hard to stop, man. But overall, I do like the Vikings too. I like the Vikings. I like when I like the Vikings last year. What Sam did, you know what I'm saying, and Vikings this year, I don't know, man. But your prediction, Jordan Mason has what? 2 touchdowns? You think so? That's your prediction? Okay. All right. So let's see. Vikings are done. That's the thing, man. It's hard to get a good quarterback, man. I thought the Mason over. Yeah, it's hard to find a good quarterback, and the Vikings really believed in The Vikings really believed in JJ McCarthy last year. You know, obviously last year he was injured, but they really, to believe in him. Yeah, Aaron Jones, I heard, and Wentz has only been here for a month. They're gonna run more. Yeah, they should run more. Just play DS and make more lineups and win more money. Yeah, the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings. Y'all should definitely run more because Carson Wentz. I don't know, man. How old is he? McCarthy's a bum. Wow. I mean, he only got 2 starts. Let's see. He's young but somebody broke his games down the other day, and he has trouble seeing the field. Yes, he. I know, right? I know, right? Yeah. I know, right? That's me. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Again, I think Sam wanted to stay in Minnesota, but he wanted the bag. So he went somewhere else. And at the time, the Vikings believed in JJ McCarthy a lot. So, and it's only been 2 games. Anything can happen in 2 games. But, I mean, it's only been 2 games. The first game was going bad until the last quarter, of course. Second game was just bad for him. Second game was just bad for him, Chad. I'm not going to lie. And now he's injured. Right? He's injured. Carson Wentz, let's see what he does. I can't believe Carson Wentz is still in the league. I heard that I heard Kirk Cousins might get Kirk Cousins' name. You want Kirk Cousins going over there then? To Minnesota? I like Caleb. I think Caleb has potential. I think Caleb definitely can do well. For some reason, the Bears just can't get it right. I think Caleb has potential, strong arm. I think Caleb could be a very good quarterback. But the Bears organization just can't get it right for some reason. It's weird. I could go out there and be more productive than McCarthy while smoking the blunt. That'd be impressive. Caleb too soft. I mean, he does cry a lot and have his head down a lot, for sure. But as far as just pure talent and pure arm strength, I can see him going far, but the Bears just can't get everything right. That's what's going on. So I think the coach Ben Johnson will make him. As far as a superstar, I don't know because Ben Johnson likes timing, and Caleb is not about timing. Caleb likes to ad lib a lot, freestyle a lot. So I think. So I don't know. Now we don't want to kick back. 40 mil for grandpa for touring. Where the NFL McCarthy. Wow, what McCarthy for? I mean, Kirk Cousins did. Yeah, I did pay him out. Hey, Kirk Cousins, man, whoever is his agent, Kirk Cousins' agent needs a award because he got Kirk Cousins lots of money, boy, everywhere he went. Cousins' agent is like agent of the year because he was able to get, again, Cousins big money everywhere he goes. Right now, Cousins is the backup, but the highest paid backup. Out of 2017 Vikings team, it was awesome. It was awesome to watch actually. Kirk Cousins' agent should be, for sure, Hall of Famer for sure, man. Because what he did, boy, he was able to bamboozle those teams to pay him big money, boy. Because the Vikings paid him big money, the Falcons, man. Hey, you know what? I can't even hate. If the team's paying it, hey, it is what it is, right? Hey. But his agent definitely is the agent of the year, boy, agent of the century. It wasn't, but but it is, It is what it is. But yeah, man. The but it's gonna be interesting, y'all. It's gonna be interesting. This weekend, NFL weekend, is gonna be interesting. Let's see what the Giants do against the Chiefs. Let's see because the Giants can beat the Chiefs. You know, the Giants can beat the Chiefs now. Everyone thinks the Chiefs are gonna roll over the Giants. I don't think it's that easy. I don't think it's that easy. You know, um, that's my opinion. I heard Kirk Cousins agent once got I miss I miss I believe you too. He goes, man. Oh, ew. I got Rams this. I got Rams. Yeah, I got Rams. Yeah, cause you know, cause Rams are gonna score. One thing about the Rams, they're gonna score. Oh yeah, I got Rams. For sure. Matt Stafford's gonna go crazy. Jalen Hurts, as good as he is, cannot keep up with Matt Stafford. He just can't. So I got the Rams. Probably final score is gonna be probably 35-24. 30, 35-24 Rams. Right? 35-24 Rams. Final score, I think it's gonna be. Yeah, I think the Rams are gonna. Eagles defense isn't as good as last year because they lost some people, but they're still trying to find their way this year. And Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, cannot hang with Matt Stafford um, in the air. So you only could do you only could do so many tush pushes, right? So I got Rams 35-24 score. Yeah. You know what? No. Make it 31-24. Rams 31-24. That's what I got. We'll see, right? We'll see. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, man. So, but my Dolphins lost again. Yes, Chad. I'm still a Dolphin fan. Always a Dolphin fan. You know. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But I'm trying to see the games this weekend. Let me see. Let's check out the schedule right quick for this weekend. The whole schedule. NFL this Sunday, this weekend. All right, let's see. So we have the Bengals, and the Vikings, of course. Texans and Jaguars. Y'all might draft Archie. No, at least you have a Super Bowl win. Yeah, two wins. Yeah. Archie, nah. We ain't drafting Archie. Archie man is overhyped, man. Overhyped. Is it gonna be good down the line? Maybe, but right now he's not that good. He's just not that good right now. So no. I rather get Shador Sanders here. That's to say, if you're a Vikings fan, your life expectancy is 5 years less than normal. Well, in that case, Dolphins probably even less. Have you seen the Big Dixon Miami to Kansas City? Not that much tape. Not that much. But yeah. But yeah. It's But yeah, what am I gonna say? Minnesota Vikings, man. Again, when Kirk Cousins was there, he did play well for y'all, Dixon. Yeah. Yes. The Colts and the Titans this weekend. Raiders and the Commanders, Rams, Eagles, Falcons and Panthers, Patriots and Steelers. Steelers, Packers and Browns, Jets and okay, so it Cowboys and Bears. Who y'all got? Cowboys and Bears. Who y'all got? Um, Arizona and the 49ers. Okay. Chiefs and Giants, Lions and Ravens. So it's a pretty solid weekend. Yeah, man. Yes, yes. Cowboys. That game is gonna be, yeah, because Cowboys defense sucks. Bills defense sucks. Um, you know what? I think the Cowboys are gonna win this one. That would be this. Yeah. Dixon Myers. How big is he, Dixon? You know? Yeah, man. What else is emotion was Crawford school Canelo. Crawford did a masterful job with against Canelo. Oh yeah, what's up, fan? Oh yeah, yeah. That's. So I was like, who? That's why I was like, who? But yeah, Crawford and Canelo. You see how Canelo wanted to brawl, but Crawford was masterful, masterful, masterful. Yeah, man, trolling. How big is how big is this? My bad. Hey man, it's like 2:30 over here. I had a long day, so my mind's kind of like all over the place. Yeah. How big is this? Oh my gosh, you got me. You got me. Cause I like Dixon. I'm like who? Canelo fight did it hot. Canelo tried to do Canelo tried to do a whole bunch of body shots. I know what Canelo was doing. Canelo was doing a whole bunch of body shots, liver shots, trying to tie him out. But Crawford was just ate those body shots up. What you call Canelo? No man, no man. Canelo's good. Canelo's good. Yes, it's Slayer. Slayer, you got me, Slayer. I ain't gonna lie, Slayer. You got me. Slayer, you got me, Slayer. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'll get you back. Don't worry. But yeah, man. Canelo, not a fraud for sure. No, I mean not a fraud. No, yeah. Canelo was 62-2 record. 62-2. That's his record. You know, nah. It's just that Crawford just outboxed him. You know, Crawford just outboxed him. Too good, man. What do you think about ESPN reported? Jenna Tools. Huh. Everyone trying to troll me now. I ain't gonna fall for this troll, right? Nah. But yeah, Crawford definitely. Frank Crawford, Brian Floyd. I said the same thing. I know, man. I know, Apollo. I said the same thing. Brian Crawford versus Brian Floyd. At first, I said Crawford, but then I said I think Floyd might win because Floyd was just hard to hit. Floyd was just hard to hit. As good as Crawford is, I could see Floyd avoiding all those shots, or most of the shots. So a prime Crawford or prime Floyd, I got Floyd. Yeah, man. Yeah, Apollo. I see you trolling me too, huh? Yeah, man. But yeah, I got Floyd. Cause I think Floyd, it's hard to hit him. It's hard to hit Floyd. You know. I mean, love him or hate him, Floyd is hard to hit. So I think Crawford would have a hard time hitting him. Because as good as Crawford is, he's not lightning speed. You know, I gotta go, amigos. All right, man. Good chatting with y'all, man. All right, Isaiah. Like you said, that Philly shell defense hard. It's hard. It's hard, man. People, look. Everyone knows by now. I did MMA, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu fights, all that stuff. And when I spar with amateur boxers, they light me up. So boxers at that level are just good. I spar with this guy who did the Philly shell, and when I tell you, I cannot hit him at all. I'm in front of him punching, and I cannot hit him. That Philly shell works. If you know what you're doing, that Philly shell is hard to defend, man. It's hard to. So yeah, it really is hard. So yeah, and at Floyd's level, think about it. You have professional fighters trying to hit Floyd, and it still couldn't hit him. So as good as Crawford is, I think Floyd would beat him. To be honest, not by knockout. It's going to decision for sure. But yeah, that's what I think. Because Crawford is very good, but I think Floyd. Look, love him or hate him, Floyd, to me, is one of the best in this whole boxing world ever. One of the best ever. I'm not gonna say the GOAT, but Floyd is one of the best ever, in my opinion. Because Floyd would definitely. I know, right? Oh, for sure. Floyd, hey, early in Floyd's career, he was taking risks. But as he got older, he realized, wait a minute. He realized that he could still win fights and make money by just not getting hit. Hard to run that back and rewind. Oh, you mean had to? Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a good fight, man. That was a very good fight. That's a very good fight, man. I was very impressed by that fight. Very impressed by Crawford. Crawford and Canelo. Again, Canelo was trying to do a whole bunch of body shots. Canelo, you could tell, wanted to tire him out. Because Canelo was the bigger fighter, right? So, on paper, even though Crawford looked big too, but Canelo definitely, it's a bigger fighter. So Canelo wanted to, because your body shots will get you tired, just so you know. So that was Canelo's plan, but it didn't work. Canelo said Crawford is better than Floyd. Wow. Interesting comment. I mean, Floyd's undefeated. Crawford's undefeated. I mean, Floyd's too old right now to be fighting Crawford, but they should have. If the timeline had matched up, man, meaning if Floyd was still in his prime and Crawford, that would have been a big fight. But Floyd, remember, Floyd is gonna fight Mike Tyson. Remember? Yeah, don't lie. Floyd's gonna fight Mike Tyson. Yeah, man. Floyd is one of the best ever, in my opinion. Again, I'm not gonna say he's the GOAT, but he's damn sure up there, and he is undefeated at 50-0. Floyd is undefeated. Oh yeah, Tyson and Floyd. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? And then you have Jake Paul and Tank Davis. I mean, come on, people, what are we doing here? Both fights are money grabs. Both fights are money grabs, and the exhibition matches too. Okay, so all that means is that it's a glorified sparring match. That's all it is. Mike Tyson versus Floyd is a glorified sparring match. That's what it is. And you know what? I'm gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. We all gonna watch it. Who are we fooling? Right? We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. So I don't know, man. So that's the thing, man. That's the thing. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch it though. It is what it is. That's why we're boxing. I'm glad UFC is doing that. Yeah, UFC don't do that. UFC puts real fighters against real fighters. Boxing right now is just a gimmick, for the most part. You know, Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Really? Come on, really? Come on. And then you have 95-year-old Mike Tyson versus Floyd. You know, I said I'm gonna watch it because I got this channel. I gotta talk about it. But I think it's gonna be on Netflix, right? I'm not even sure actually. I don't know. I'm not gonna pay to watch it. That's for sure. It might be on Netflix for all we know. But it's gonna be it's a glorified sparring match. That's all it is. It's a glorified sparring match. You know? And they figured out way to get, it's a money grab. They're kind of using us. And it's kind of like embarrassing. And Jake Paul, I mean, come on, Jake Paul is like 6. Come on. Tank Davis is a small little guy, man. Go all in on a fiasco. On the circus. I got the site to watch all of. Which site is that? Because I know some sites are free for sure. I don't know which one. Going all in on Flacco. Ta. Flacco and Cousins in the ring, man. Flacco's like what 6'6", Cousins what 6'2". So that's a big weight advantage right there in Flacco. In the ring. What's funny about that is I don't fight anymore, but I would definitely come out of retirement and do like a celebrity sometimes YouTube people have YouTube fights they call it. You know what I mean? Aiden Ross or whatever do like boxing events. YouTube whatever. So I would definitely do one of those. I definitely do one of those. I'm 51 years old. Next Wednesday, I'm turning 52. But if somebody offered me money to do, I would come out of retirement and do like a boxing fight, for like a big YouTube thing. I'll definitely do that. Miles Garrett was, come on now. McCarthy was competing. It passed. You said McCarthy versus Miles Garrett? In what? Boxing? Oh man. 1 second, chat. Hold up. My phone's about to die. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, chat. I gotta plug my phone. My phone about to die. Give me 1 second. Ugh. All right. There we go. That's better. Yeah, you said McCarthy. Wrestling. Slayer. I see you got jokes against it. Yeah. Yeah. What? McCarthy and Miles Garrett? I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah, Chad. But man, so Chad, it's been fun. It's 2:30. I gotta get ready to go to work tomorrow. That is. All right. Join me tomorrow night when I go live again. All right. Thank you for go Dolphins, go Vikings, go Chiefs, go. Except the Patriots. Don't go Patriots. Well, who you want Dolphins to get? That's a good question. Who do I want the Dolphins to get? Probably somebody in the O line. Because right now our running back's good. I like Waddle. We need to get 2 or more protect. No. Secondary. We need somebody in the secondary because Jalen Ramsey left. So we need some cornerbacks, some DBs. You know what I mean? Because our defense right now, somebody on defense or somebody in the O line. That's good. But yeah, Chad, I gotta get going, man. It's about 2:30 in the morning. I gotta get going, man. It was fun. Check me out next time I go live. Turn your notifications on, okay? I appreciate all y'all, right? Go Dolphins. I'm gonna see y'all next time, right? Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Tom Brady's making money doing Fox, Fox Sports commentating. You know, he ain't coming out of retirement. All right, man. I'm gonna check it. Okay. So turn your notifications on. All right. See y'all tomorrow night. Peace.